Hello everyone and welcome back to game number 2 between Slivko as the red Zerg here in the top left versus Dayshi as the blue Terran in the bottom right. Now for once we do not have to worry about my busy because this is loaded in a previous version of StarCraft 2 because a patch just came out. I just loaded it up. I can't actually wait to see some of the new features, but until that time, this replay is from an older version of StarCraft, so I have to disconnect from Battle.net to watch it. Meaning nobody can message me, nobody can annoy me, I won't hear little pings like, oh, you have a message or you're invited to a party. We do not have to worry about that today. Either way, let's see how this match continues on. It is, of course, on Akilon Wastes. Sometimes I feel like, do I even need to announce the name of the map anymore? It's like every map, like every other map is Akilon Wastes. It's like seeing Hellions in ZVT. You expect it. You expect it. Either way, we will be seeing this match go on. This is a fairly large map, so I wouldn't have been too surprised if I had seen a command center first, probably part of a wall-off nonetheless, but no, it will be barracks first. Undoubtedly, we will be seeing a 15 hatch out of Slivko. I do believe. Yep, there he's building up the money, and the drone's already down. There we go. And of course these unbuildables will be soon destroyed. I don't know why they do that quite. I often don't. I never saw a point in destroying them. Nevertheless, the hatch is down and the barracks here is almost complete. He is building up some money though, probably for his command center or for a slew of things like the orbital rep. Yep, there we go. He is going to be sending the SCV out to scout. We'll be finding that everything is pretty much normal. No 6 pools are on the way. Lucky him. Meaning he will be able to take his expansion. Right about now, the SCV will revive just a tad later than Dayshi probably would have wanted. But hey, you know what? It's okay. And that's starting to really nitpick. Ever since I started casting these matches, eventually I started nitpicking like, well, the SCV wasn't precisely there at the right time. Ooh. Yeah, even though I would have been like, oh crap, I have 400 minerals. Expand from here. Either way, the game is going to move on with the wall off being continued. No bunker yet at the front. I suppose the wall at the back slightly more important to Dayshi, simply because it doesn't matter if you have a bunker at the front of the Zerglings, just simply run right by, scouting out everything that's going on here. I do not think Slivko has scouted yet. I could be wrong. He has not. No idea what Dayshi is doing. He sends out a couple of Marines, going to be trying to intercepting that Overlord, but it's too late. The Overlord has made it to safety. Either way, everything going according to plan. Metabolic boost on the way. An interesting choice because, again, this is a fairly large map. Oftentimes you don't see players go for metabolic boost too quickly simply because they're very safe. This might be a sign of some form of all-in. I don't think so, since he only has one guy on gas. Probably not. And I have such an urge to cough right now, it's just insane. But I will not do it. I am going to force myself not to, even if it makes my voice do very weird and hilarious things for you folks listening in on YouTube. Either way, we do have an Overlord going to be curving around over here, possibly a spot for drop, possibly a spot for Nidus Worms, possibly just to hang out. Who knows? Now those invisible plates or rocks or whatever will be disappearing. And we do have 2 orbitals up already. Factory, of course, on the way. I feel like I don't even need to mention it anymore. With the reactor next to it, we will be seeing Hellions. The question is whether or not he can accomplish anything with those Hellions. This is not a very large ramp, nor is this too difficult for Zerg to defend. I have often seen Zerg defend Hellions on this map. We do have a fast third coming down. No reason not to when you do have Hellions coming into play. They will be able to give him that extra layer of defense and pressure he needs to take that early third. Even though Zerg is also taking the third, and there is the Roach Warren coming down. I was about to say, I think we should have seen a Roach Warren come down because of the Hellions that will be coming out. The question is whether or not the Roach Warren will be done in time. I'm going to say just very barely. Maybe. Hellions are quite fast. The Roach Horn will be done, but the Roaches won't. Meaning that there will be a slight amount of time that Dayshi has the advantage in that battle. Of course, Queens and Lings on creep with speed, usually more than enough to deal with Hellions. Because Hellions do shoot in a straight line, which means, and they have a very slow shooting speed, meaning that when they are surrounded, they actually do terrible damage. Not terrible damage, but just they almost do nothing. They're sort of useless units at that point. He will, of course, be zooming over here to check this out. Will be backfiring on him because that Overlord probably spotted him immediately. Either way, those Lings are going to go for the surround immediately. Going to get that one. Hellion's going to try and get out of it. Not going to be able to do it. Already lost a Hellion. Like I said, Lings with the surround are very effective, and the Roach is out just in time. The Hellions, of course, now very much less effective. Roach does not have speed, so it is still slower than the Hellions by about 25%, but that's not going to be too much of an issue. We do have a Baneling Nest on the way as well, and as the third taken off here, it has not, but we do have a Viking going to be scouting out for Overlords. I don't know why I'm trying to develop a Scottish accent, but I am. We do have quite a few Hellions on the field, and actually one more on the way still. Along with a Widowmine. Interesting choices there from Dayshi. Slivko has started to become a little bit supply blocked. Are we going to see a scan here to deny the creep, or is he trying to bait him into something? I do not know. Maybe he didn't realize he was on creep there for a second. Maybe. Who knows? I do not know. What I do know is that there are quite a few Roaches that are going to be coming out on the field here. We do have the +1 armor and centrifugal hooks on the way. We might be looking at something pretty dangerous out of Slivko here very quickly. The real question is whether Dayshi will know it's coming and be able to do anything about it. We do have a medevac on the way, and we do have the Widowmine. Don't know why it's burrowed there, but we will find out eventually, possibly. Either way, working down the rocks on his third. Going to be taking that shortly. Bunch of Widowmines on the field. This will make a difference in this battle. He does not, I think, have a... No, he does have a lair on his natural. Always confused why they do that. Do not know. Someday I will find out. And I'm going to have the Widowmine burying there. Once again, not entirely certain what the purpose of that is. Actually, you know what? I think that is a very nice location. Nevertheless, this battle is going to become very interesting very quickly. Lots of Lings, lots of Roaches already moving out on the field. We are going to be seeing probably some form of Baneling bust. Those two Roaches just missed the memo. I guess they're going to scout, going to lead the charge maybe against any Widowmines. It's their job to die for the swarm. Either way, Slivko has, or Dayshi has managed to take his base. The only question is whether it'll matter. He might just die right now. I feel like he could be in a world of trouble. Not all that many units to deal with this. The supply difference is huge, and the fourth base is coming down. How will he deal with this at all? I do not know, but he's going to realize very shortly that he's in trouble. Oh my goodness, here they all come in. Banelings are behind. We are going to see a Widowmine hit on those Roaches. No, it doesn't manage to take out any Banelings. Baneling Roach Ling is inside the base now all of a sudden. And can Dayshi even handle anything remotely close to this? I don't feel like he can. These workers here are going to be doomed. You do have that armory probably going to be falling down as well, meaning he won't be able to get Hellbats out in a second here. The only question is whether he can hold his main base, or whether holding his main base will have any effect whatsoever, because his opponent now is on 4 bases to 1 pretty much. Dayshi is in a world of pain. Just trying to deal with these Roaches, but there's more Banelings coming in the front, and we're trying to bust through that second wall off, I believe. The only question is whether or not they can accomplish it. I do believe they can. Those Banelings will be coming up. They have centrifugal hooks. And here we go. Where's the split from Dayshi? Yeah, not nearly enough. I don't feel like there's too many Banelings. He needs to split way better, and he does. but the split only helps those roaches who begin slaughtering the remaining Marines there, and the wall wasn't quite able to raise, but he, for some reason, decides to go back. He's going to bust through it again, I guess, and it seems like he's going to be trying to go out and try and put pressure on that. It will not be able to happen. Dayshi under a world of pressure here. There goes the wall back up. Only question is whether or not he can save anything in this location. I do not feel there. Here comes the Banelings. He needs to be able to stop these Banelings from hitting the wall off, or he will be in trouble. Nope, there it goes. Running right through the wall off. Everything there is going to die. Heading right for the SCVs. A couple of Banelings do make it in. All of a sudden they are in trouble. The micro there going on, and those SCVs get taken out. Dayshi has nothing left. The wall is broken. The units are flooding in the base. The supply differential has reached 3 times advantage for Slivko. Dayshi, oh my gosh, my mouse is freezing. We will forget about that. Either way, the battle has begun. The SCVs have joined the fray. Can he even force them back to the factory? He does manage to clear out most of the lings inside his base, but all of a sudden there's lings working away at those mules. If he loses the mules, that's a lot of income, a lot of energy he just spent. There goes 1, there goes 2. Have fun from Dayshi. Not quite a GG, but there you have it. Don't know how that... Did I miss something? I don't know. Maybe he's wishing his opponent luck moving on in the tournament. Maybe he's being sarcastic. I do not know. What I do know is that that was an incredibly good game from both of our players, and I will see you guys next time.